Okay, guys, looking at example number 1 here, it says, tell whether the expression is a polynomial. Okay. If it is a polynomial, list its terms and classify it. Okay, so there are a couple of things that we have to do here, or a few things actually. Let's look at this first one. This first one is actually not a polynomial. And the reason that it's not a polynomial is because the exponent for the variable, whoa, that didn't work well. Let me write this a little bit bigger. The exponent of the variable is negative. Okay? I can't have any negative exponents in a polynomial. They all need to be positive. Okay? So this one is not a polynomial. Okay? Now, let's look at the next one. It says, tell whether the expression is a polynomial. Well, if I look at this, it says negative b. Yes, it is a polynomial. Okay? Now, it's a certain kind of polynomial. It says first I need to list its terms. Well, it only has one term, negative b. Okay? And if it only has one term, we call it a monomial. Okay? Because it has only one term, monomial. Okay? Now I want to look at the next one. And let me ask you this. Does this polynomial have any negative exponents in it, Alexander? No, it does not. Okay? It is a polynomial. So I'm going to say, yes, it is. All right? It says list its terms. Okay? 3x squared is one term. Can someone give me another term? Raise your hand. Curran, what's another term? 8xy. Okay, I'm going to put a comma here. Positive 8xy, right? Because there's a plus in front of it. I'm going to put a comma here. Can you give me another term, Tara? Negative 1 is also another, it's another term. Okay? Now, let me ask you this. Just looking at this, now that we've done it, how many terms did this polynomial have? How many, Ben? Okay, so it had 3 terms, and since it had 3 terms, we're going to call it a trinomial. Okay? 3 terms. Now, I want you to think about this for a moment. All of these polynomials, if a polynomial has one term, it's called a monomial. Okay? One term, we call it a monomial. All right? That's good. What do you think we might call it if it has 2 terms? What do you think we might call it, those of you who have taken any English courses? Arjun? A binomial. Okay? Well done. What might we call this, or what do we call it if it has 3 terms, Gordy? A trinomial. Okay? Now, beyond that, we just call them monomials. We just call them polynomials. If they have more than 3 terms, we just call them polynomials. There's not a special name for a 4-term polynomial. Okay? We don't have a name for it. We just call it a polynomial. All right? So I think we've learned some stuff in here, yes? And this was more of a note-taking example. All right? Polynomials, all the exponents are going to be positive. Yes? We can list the terms because they're separated by pluses and minuses. 3x squared, positive 8xy, negative 1. Those are the 3 terms. Okay? And then, based on the number of terms, we can give it a name. A monomial, a binomial, a trinomial, a polynomial, if it's more than 3. All right? Good job, guys. Let's look at the next example.